We're down five fights, you know, so it's like any little thing is just like ticking us off, you know. We're kind of just getting irritated because, you know, those guys were running with it. Those guys were just, you know, kind of just walking around the house like, this is us, you know, we're up five fights. So, you know, tension's getting like really high. So, you know, Cody, you know, gets into it again with TJ, and then all of a sudden it's just like, boom, fireworks again. You know, he's really genuinely pissed off about the whole situation with TJ. You know, for Buckles to get involved in it, and Buckles and Dwayne, it's like, that's their business, you know? Like, Dwayne was a coach, Buckles wasn't a coach at the time, he was transitioning. So, I mean, that's their beef between them two. If they want to both like get in the cage and handle it. But, you know, here and there, Dwayne does talk about like, you know, he's an academy, he's a kickboxing academy. You know, he doesn't train fighters, but he has TJ. So, you know, I think some people kind of got to be envious of TJ and Dwayne's relationship. You know, the camaraderie that they have. It's like, you know, Dwayne hasn't backed up it at all, you know, and kind of let down TJ. Those guys, you know, are like right next to each other through the whole thing. So you got to give them some kind of props for that, for having that coach-fighter relationship, because every fighter wants to have that relationship with their coach. You know, with me and my coach, Nate Pettit, you know, he's the same way to me. I got his back 100%. He's got my back 100%. So as a fighter, you got to envy those kind of things. And I kind of look up to those guys on that aspect, but I also look up to Faber and Cody. You know, I look up to Team Alpha Male because those guys all stick together too. So, you know, you get two people trying to be the alpha, it's like, you know, you guys are gonna fight over it. So, I mean, I get it at this point. I don't know if anybody watches me, but like, I'm like just in the background, just like again, you know, like, let's see some punches, or let's move on with it. Everybody gets a fighter, you know, somebody to go to the gym with them a fight day, help them get warmed up. I chose Julian to go with me. He chose me to go with him, and you know, we've had a lot of time, one-on-one time to talk, and like he's told me like he's mature, you know, he's grown up, he's got kids now, man. He's got like 3 kids. Just a little something that nobody really knows about in the house is Julian didn't have a mouthpiece. He didn't have a mouthpiece. That mouthpiece that he had he made the day right before the gym in the kitchen. With you know, it was one of those Walmart ones. You just dip it in and squeeze it. And I remember him telling me on the way, I was like, "Dude, you're bro." He's like, "Oh, it's all right," you know, like that's what kind of person he is. You know, he's a savage. Me, I lost my mouthpiece in there, and I was freaking out. Not making excuses for Julian. I don't think he's even mentioned that to anybody. But you know, I was there with him, so I got to see it all. But of course, he was telling the ref like, "Hey, I'm okay, I'm all right, you know." Obviously, Julian's the kind of guy, he's like either putting him to sleep or you're knocking him out, but he's not giving up, especially verbally. He's not giving up. And I felt bad after, because, you know, he was trying to tell him he was all right. You could say, I'm all right. You know, verbally saying, I'm okay. Yeah, he's not gonna go like this because, you know, he's trying to block punches, but yeah, he took some punches, but by no means did he verbally submit himself.